Hi, and welcome to the Mustang Roundup. I'm Coach Mike Benton of the Ridgeview Mustangs, Ridgeview High School, Colfax, Illinois. Tonight, the Mustangs took on the Lexington Minutemen. It's been our arch rivals for a long time. It's a team that we haven't beaten since 2004. So we're really looking forward to playing Lexington. It's always usually a good game between us two, and this one was no exception. This was probably one of the best football games I've ever been involved with. The way both teams played, our kids really came to play. They had a great week of practice after last week's disappointing game against Tri-Valley, and we were really looking forward to playing this game. Okay, the Minutemen won the toss and kicked off, and we've struggled on kickoff all season. Tried a different kicker. They proceeded to move the ball quite effectively with their outstanding running back, number 22, Connor Kelly. He was a very tough man to stop. I thought we did a pretty good job throughout the evening slowing him down. We denied him from getting really big runs against us. He had to settle for 2, 3, 4, and 5 yard runs. And again, he's a great back, so you're not going to completely shut a back like that down. But I thought our defense did a pretty good job. Their quarterback, Donovan Label, number 6, also did a very good job of throwing the football. He threw for 144 yards during the evening and kept our defense pretty honest. Kept us from keying in on just Kelly. But Kelly's the real deal. He's a very good back, and Lexington took a 6-0 lead on us in the first quarter. First series, we had the ball. We did a couple of good things, but we weren't able to really sustain a drive for any long period of time. And had a couple of nice runs here by running back Josh Weir. We ended up punting on our first series. Josh has a really nice punt. We cover it really well. Brian Hunt and Jonah Long both get down there well, and we pin Lexington deep. Some very good play by our defense here. You see a couple of nice plays here. Is a good play by our interior line of stopping the tailback, and then this option play here. He pitches out, and Jonah Long and Matt Barnes make a great play on Kelly. So stop them on that series, and we get the ball back after a great punt by them. Wes Young gets us out of jail with a great run here on trap play. He does a nice job, gets us out to midfield. Wes had a very good night running the ball at 84 yards on 7 carries and 2 touchdowns. Josh Weir on the sweep does a nice job here, getting us close to a first down. And again, Josh Weir on another sweep to the other side gets us a first down. Later in the drive, we run a little ISO play up the middle here, and Josh makes something out of nothing, does a really nice job, cuts it back against the grain. And then our quarterback, Brockheimer, connects with senior wide receiver Ben Tracy for a short gain here. And then run the trap again, and we had a lot of success with that play. And Wes did a really nice job, and we were able to tie the game up. Okay, we kicked off to Lexington, and the thing was that we felt like we were kind of dominating them up front a little bit, but their kids were very scrappy. They never quit. They kept coming back, and we had a few good plays here and there, but they were able to sustain some drives, and they did a very good job. You could see that we also played pretty good defense. This is a great example here. Jonah Long and Tyler Maxwell did a great job of corralling the back. They eventually score a touchdown and take a 14-6 lead. And at this point in the second quarter, there's only probably about a minute, 2 minutes left, and so we were able to drive the ball down using our running game a little bit. And we got pretty close here and ran a waggle play. 31-yard touchdown pass here from Brock Heimer to senior wide receiver Bryce Powell, and we're able to get within 2 points at the half. They actually went 3 and out, and we got one more crack with the ball with 8 seconds left, and we tried a trick play, just threw it up, kind of trying to make something happen at the end of the half, and they were able to intercept it. Second half started. Jonah Long gets an excellent kick return here, almost breaks it. Basically 22 makes a great play for them, stopping him. We end up punting on that series, and they get the ball, and our defense really came out strong in the second half. I thought we played really well in the third quarter. In fact, we shut them out in the third quarter, and we were able to get the ball back and start moving the ball. And just some great running here by Josh Weir, running back. Good play here by Jonah Long, jumping up, deflecting the pass, knocking it down. And this was a 4th down play here. They went for it on 4th down, and our defense stood them up and were able to stop the quarterback on the quarterback sneak, led by Kyle Clark, their number 68. He did a great job of penetrating and knocking the quarterback back. Third quarter, late third quarter, we kind of went to some of our old stuff here, and this is the offense that we've been running at Ridgeview for about 12 years, and we didn't run it real great, but we did a pretty good job, and our kids were effective with it, and Lexington had a hard time stopping it, so we kind of stayed with it. And, Jonah Long, Wes Young, and Josh Weir did a great job, and our offensive line really opened up some holes. And here Wes Young scores on a 1-yard touchdown run to give us our first lead of the game, 20-14. And then we make the extra point here, the double extra point. Jonah Long takes it in. Offensive line did a tremendous job all night. Our center, Ben Laser, did a good job. He's only a freshman. Tyler Maxwell, Austin Horsham, Trevor Taylor, Cole Winterland, and Will Weber did a great job for us. And our tight ends, Matt Barnes and Brian Hunt, also did a great job. The defense, like I said, really rose to the occasion in the second half and got us in a good position, good field position, and of course our running game took over in the second half. I thought. Really proud of our kids. We really outlasted them a little bit. And it's a great run here by Josh Weir, which gave us a 28-20 lead at this point. And then the 2-point conversion, this is kind of a crazy play. He throws it up for grabs, and luckily we got a 6'5" wide receiver can go up and get it. Okay, good series here by our defense. After the score, we get a sack on their quarterback, Tyler Maxwell, and Christian Fannin, sophomore Christian Fannin, do a great job there closing in on the quarterback. After a punt, we get the ball back and go right back to business as usual, pounding the off tackle. Get a nice little play here. Josh Weir, it's about 5-6 yards. Good blocking from his teammates. You can see we're really getting after it. And looks like the same play over and over, but actually we're running about 3 different plays here, and Lexington had a hard time adjusting to what we were doing. And then we run a little trap play here with Wes Young, opens up real nice for him, and he's got to learn to hurdle. I told him after the game. And then good blocking here. You can see Wes gets a nice block. Bryce Powell gets a block into the end zone, and we're able to score, take a 34-20 lead. Now, the end of the game was kind of crazy. They actually scored to make it 34-26, and then they onside kicked. And if you look, we made a mistake there. We don't want to go after an onside kick till it goes 10 yards, and our guy touched it. Jordan made the mistake of touching it, and they recovered it, and were able to drive it down and before finally turning the ball over on downs. And we were able to take a knee and close out the game with a 34-26 victory. Really proud of all our kids and our coaches. They did a great job this week getting these kids ready to play. Got to take your hats off to Lexington and Coach Mike Castleman. Their kids never quit. They had plenty of reasons to quit. To me, these were 2 1-5 teams that were really playing for pride, but we were both playing so hard. and we both teams left it on the field. And I'm just so proud of our kids for being able to get a victory. And we've fallen short so many times this year. It was just really nice to see us get a victory. And um, this was one I'll remember for a long time. Next week we play the DMAC Chiefs, who are undefeated. So stay tuned for another episode of the Mustang Roundup.